Jeffrey, I've known you for a long time. I mean, you're a multitask kind of guy. The fact that you manage some great artists, the tenors, Sean Jones, the fact that you are a great dad to a beautiful young lady, you do so many things. How the heck did you have time for this new job as head for Canada's Walk of Fame?
It's an interesting point. You know, I do a lot of board work, and I love being on boards, and I love working with organizations. And when they asked me to go on the board originally, I was like, you know what? Why don't I take this on like it's one of my clients, like it's the tenors or Sean or Lisa Ray or someone, and help build a bigger brand. So it's already good. I won't work with anyone who's not already in good shape. And so I looked at it like, if it was an artist of mine, what would I do? How would I take it from this place to this place? How would I make it mean more to more people more often? And that's really what it is. It's an amazing thing that Peter Smalius, who actually has just come in, started, but I think that it's Toronto-based, and I think it should focus more nationally. I think that we need to create more opportunities for young kids to look at some of these artists and some of these astronauts and feel like, how can I be that? So we're going to start new programs where we can work with kids when they're younger and build programs of mentorship and build emerging artist programs, not just in music, which we've done through Slaight Music, which has been great, and RBC, but do them in doctors. Imagine an emerging doctor. Imagine a kid, 16 years old, meeting Dr. Tyrone David, you know, the greatest heart surgeon in the world. He should be on our Walk of Fame, you know, and it's like not just in music and the sexy brands, but in the things that have actually changed the world, the astronauts and the farmers and the physicians and the doctors and even some of the business people, the Jim Trelivings and, you know, Madamy, amazing man who has given $50 million back to society. You know, who are these humanitarians that are helping save the world that are Canadians? Frank Giustra, others. So that's where I think we can build a greater.
That ends up being bigger and more daunting. So the thought of breaking this down every year now to have that selection is going to be harder and harder for you and your team.
Yes and no. I think we're also going to look at it that it's not going to be a selection just at one gala. We're going to honor people throughout the year. During hockey, during the playoffs, we're going to honor a hockey player. During the Olympics, we're going to honor an athlete. During the Geller Prize, we're going to honor a writer. So when the media is thinking about writers, let's honor one. When TIFF is on, let's honor someone during TIFF. On that Tuesday afternoon of the last week, let's give someone a star and have it be there. So again, back to that theory that we want it to mean more to more people more often. And if we do our job right, it's not just about one event. It's about some year we might induct 30, some year we might induct 2. But it's about not numbers. It's about who deserves it right now and who being inducted is going to inspire the next person. When we induct an architect, how many young architects are going to look, or young kids are going to go, I want to be an architect because I just watched this amazing man or woman. So that's the way we want to think about it. So, and I have a great team.
You definitely do have a great team. How is this going to be more accessible then to, and I'll use the term regular Canadians, how are they going to be able to interact, connect, and really relate to the people who are being inducted to have that next step happen?
So a whole bunch of ways. When you become a inductee in Canada's Walk of Fame, you're going to become part of a community. And we're going to make sure that those that are inducted, and they've all, the first 6 that I've been a part of, have all agreed they'd like to do more. You know, the Daryl Sittlers and Jeannie Beckers and Corey Harts, and say, what can we do now? What things can we do over the next year, 2 years, 5 years to help mentor younger kids in fashion or in hockey or whatever? So already, Jason Priestley said to me, no one ever asked me. I'll do anything. Bring some kids to my set. Let me show them how awful the acting world is. You know, let me show how difficult it is, you know? And it's like, so that's one way we're going to do it. And the other way is that we're going to, when someone gets a star here, they're going to get a star in their hometown. So if you're from Timmins or if you're from Calgary or from wherever, the mayor of that town will unveil your star, and everyone in that community will say, we're really proud. And then when you go to the airport, in 50 airports in Canada, you're going to see a touch screen of the celebrities, the artists, the doctors, the philanthropists that are from those towns that have gotten stars too. So we start to celebrate people every day in these towns. That's how we're going to do it.
That is brilliant, my friend. It sounds like they picked the right person for this. You ready for this? Because I know you don't just do things just for the heck of it. You're heart and soul in everything that you do.
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to do it any other way. And I really I'm excited by it. I'm a proud Canadian. I love being Canadian, and I look at the amount of Canadians. And the way I judge things, I think, can you go from here to here? Is there a roadmap that's not changing the face of everything? But is there a roadmap? And there is a roadmap. And I thought about it, and I said, can we get there? And over the next 10 years, can we do what I just sort of said, vision-wise? And I talked to 20 people who would host dinners in their hometowns, and I said, could you do this? And they were like, yes. So I figure out if there's a roadmap, and if there is, then we figure out how to do it. And tonight's amazing. Like, I asked every one of these artists to come. You know, Allan is going to do something with Stephan Moccio, who's going to do something with Nikki Yanofsky, Corey Hart's going to do something with Jonathan, who's going to, and Michelle Wright's going to do something with, it's like all these artists are just like, let's do it. And I have this beautiful castle that, Nick DiDonato has given to us for the night. And I've got a special guest, which you'll hear about after the show. But it's just everyone said, yeah, I'm in, let's have some fun. So tonight will be about Canadian songs that are iconic. Every song that will be sung tonight, except for one, actually, it's not iconic. It became a hit this month by Kaylee Diamond, and it was the #1 song in Canada. That's a new song, but everyone else is like, I remember that song. I remember that song. And Andy Kim, Ron Sexsmith is going to bring Andy up after he has a moment, and Ron's going to do a song of Andy's, and then say, Andy, come join me, and like that's magic.
This is what I love about the business, my friend. Congratulations on this new position. I cannot wait to see all these things implemented and more ideas coming your way.
Cool. Thank you very much.